y'all. How's everybody doing?
Good.
So, oh, good?
Yeah.
Okay, listen, Linda. Mom, I'm talking to them, okay?
Okay.
Okay, you had fun today? Yeah. Yes, you had fun.
I almost just hurt you with that, but it was an accident.
It was an accident? I know, because you love me, huh?
Yeah,
Okay, y'all.
I don't want you to die.
You don't want me to die?
No.
Thank you. I don't want you to die neither. Mama love you. But stop playing with the fork, okay? We don't want you to hurt yourself. Okay, Boston, we may have a problem, okay? So I decided to come to you all, and so you can help me figure this out, okay? So hubby and I took the grandson to wherever. Vicky, it's charging, and it's not going to charge if you mess with it.
It is charged.
Oh, okay, well, anyway, go in there with your daddy. Or your pop or somebody. Okay, listen, we went to take Weekly to, I forget, what's the name of the place?
Trampoline park.
Oh, he just know it as a trampoline park. I don't know the name of it, but whatever.
It's
okay,
called Trampoline Park.
It's not really called Trampoline Park, and stop messing with that. Okay? Anyway, we went, so then hubby said, okay, where we want to eat? I said, well, I don't know. Vicky. And I was like, I don't know. He was like, I don't know. And then we saw that Boston Market was open again. Now, the only thing I like at Boston Market is this, but not so much. It's too sweet, right? This is the sweet potatoes, and I like their ribs. So I was like, if they have ribs, then cool. So hubby go in, he comes out, he said, yeah, they do have the ribs. I said, okay, get a whole slab of ribs. And he go and do it, right? Now, we get home, and I am like excited to eat the ribs because I love ribs, okay? And I bite into the ribs, and I'm like, first, when I saw the ribs, it was only 3 little things. I was like, what is this, baby? We spent $40, and all I got is a half a slab, and it wasn't even full half a slab. Because I could have sworn a half a slab is for 4 bones. But I might be wrong. Make it stop it. I'm talking. Go in your daddy room. Stop looking at me like that. Okay. Anyway, I could have sworn, but I could be wrong. I thought a half a slab is 4 bones or more. And we got 3 bones. 3 bones. 3 bones, right? I don't even know what they have. Oh, here they go. There go the other 2. So I bite into it, and I'm like, this has a flavor that I don't recognize, right? Now, I recognize the barbecue taste, right? But I don't recognize that meat. I'm like, okay, so I go to break it up, and I eat, but I'm like, nah, something ain't right. And then, where is that? And then I see something, y'all. I see something. Where is it? I'm like, I'm looking. Here it goes. And I'm like, what in the hell is that right there? And I'm like, do I see feet on it? I'm not sure if y'all can see what I'm talking about. We got to inspect it, right? Right there. See, that is in the meat. That's not on the meat. That's what's inside the meat. See it? And I'm still looking to see if I see any legs. So I'm like, what the hell is that? But then I'm like, okay, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping, right? I could be tripping. Trip. Mom be tripping. Mom can't find no legs. She looking. It won't give her a clear view. Hubby came and put the flashlight on it. I swear to God, that looked like that's something that shouldn't be there. But then, look, inside that meat, hubby, inside that meat, that little dots in that meat, y'all. I think I done ate something. I don't know. Wait, let me see if I can get it. Look. So, at first, hubby thinking that spices. I'm like, no. You don't put, spices don't go inside the meat. The only way spices go inside the meat is if they inject it. Right? But then it would be, we would see it in other places. Okay? And it wouldn't look like no bugs. Yes, a half is. Yeah, I thought it was 4 or 5 bones. They done ripped us off. Okay. Now, I'm like, what in the hell is these little dots are in there? And then it looked like, this looks scary. This tastes like poo-poo doo-doo. And what do I mean by that? Do it taste like poo-poo doo-doo? I don't know. I ain't never taste no poo-poo doo-doo. But if I imagine what poo-poo doo-doo tastes like, that's what this tastes like. Okay, so I'm going to be honest. This tastes like they took the sweet potato or yam, right? Whatever. And they put everything on it. They put the cinnamon, the nutmeg, right? And then they forgot to put sugar. They forgot to put, their shit is bitter. Y'all ever ate cinnamon before? You ever had cinnamon before? Cinnamon is not sweet, right? That's why you add sugar. You add sugar. This tastes like who made this shit, who brought this to the cookout, and make sure they don't never get to bring this shit again. That's what this tastes like. Okay? See how I got double? Because even though there's nothing else at Boston Market I like except their ribs, this was good. I would eat it. It would be really sweet though, but I would still eat it. I ain't gonna lie, right? And the cornbread tastes like a regular bread, you know, which I don't understand why cornbread would taste like a regular slice of bread with hardly any taste. Because I'm from the South and we eat sweet cornbread. You see what I'm saying? So, okay, I never liked their cornbread. I never liked their chicken. Only thing I ate was the ribs. And now I'm thinking they got some bugs in this meat. Hey, Lena. Yeah, oh, their cornbread is white, right? Yeah. Now that I think about it. Thank you, Davy. I think their cornbread is white. But they didn't have any. And look at this. Why do they put this? I always wondered why they use marshmallows. And y'all see that? That don't look like marshmallows for real. If y'all knew how to make marshmallows, it's so simple to make marshmallows. You make your own marshmallows, y'all. It don't taste like nothing in the store. Okay? Make you some homemade marshmallows, and you will love it. This, I don't know what the hell. Let me see. I'm about to take this whole, so let me ask y'all this. This is the question. If I bring this plate back after I ate most of this, is that wrong of me? Is it? That's nasty. I didn't know, right? It's not like I'm trying to get free food. Like we paid for it. We wanted it. And it tastes like boo-boo. What y'all thinking? Like you men, like my husband, he don't want to go back. That's okay. I'll get in the car and go back. I'll go back, Jack. Hey, Ellie. Brownie Ellie, how you doing? I don't know what black person put in marshmallow on sweet potato. I don't know that neither. When I moved up north, and Boston Market is what I ran to 20 years ago. I was like, why in the hell black people come here? But it's not a place I ever liked. And every so often the family would, like my mother-in-law liked Boston Market. So we all end up in Boston Market. Okay. Now Boston Market is struggling, by the way. Okay. They closed. They're back. It's not wrong, but they may not take it back. They're gonna take it back if I could see some legs on this goddamn bug. Y'all see what I'm talking about? It's right there. Like, y'all see it? Or am I tripping? It's right there, right? So I'm trying to see some legs on it. Okay, y'all tell me if I'm tripping. I might be tripping. Look, wait, I'm trying to. Wait, I'm trying to. See, it looked like a bug. Yeah, it looked like a tick or something. Y'all don't see it? It looked like a bug, and I could swear I see some little thin-ass legs onto the side of it. But am I tripping? Let me see. Am I tripping? I could be tripping. That looked like a bug to me. I don't eat bugs. Not knowingly. I think I done ate some bugs today. I know I've been trying to get it to focus. Okay, let me see. I don't know why it's not focusing right. I've been trying, y'all, even without coming live. Let me see. The closer, when I start getting it close, it starts going out of focus. See, I keep thinking I see some little miniature legs. Okay, let me see. Let me touch the screen. See if I can make it bigger. Okay, so it looks okay right there. And let me see if I could. What y'all think? Y'all think it's not? Look at that. That look like a motherfucking bug. Yeah. Okay, so if it's not a bug, what does it look like? Let's say it's not a bug. What do it look like then? Chop said, whether it is or not, your mind says it, so return it. Oh, man. I could be tripping, though. If y'all could tell me that it's not a bug, I would be happy. If y'all say, nah, bomb, that's not a bomb. Not a bug. Then bomb gonna let it go. She gonna finish eating her little bit that she got left, because I surely, you see, I got some more left, baby, now. Okay? Let's inspect. That don't look appetizing. Y'all see that? What the fuck is that? What is that? Wait a minute. I might be tripping. I think I'm paranoid now. Okay, let me look. No, okay, so let me be clear. Boston Market is not putting no ribs on no grill, right? So let's think of it logically. Now, if this was on a grill, like outside grill, we know there will be some charred parts, you know what I mean? But no, they cook their ribs very similar to how they cook their chicken. They slow cook it. This is nothing on here is charred. You could tell that this is nothing that was on a grill. Okay? So, but if it had been on the grill, you expect to see some dark parts, right? Yes. I've never seen no dark parts on the ribs before. I've never seen this. And so, what is it? If it's not barbecue is either reddish, brownish. See, here's the barbecue, right? Look, it's the barbecue. I don't know what this dark shit in there is. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that I didn't think to inspect the food before I started eating it, but it doesn't taste. It tastes like something is going on with the meat. You wouldn't think that, right? Based on how much I ate, but you got to remember this is bones. So there was a bone on the outside and inside, and in between was the meat. So I really didn't eat. It's not like I ate all of this one and then all of that one before I made a decision. No, these two was attached to each other, and I ate the meat that was attaching them. Okay? That's how they had it. Okay? So, and I didn't even, well, I really didn't finish that because I ain't gonna lie. I would have been eating all of this up there. I don't even know what the hell that is right there, but okay. Let's get back to the inspection. What is that? I think right now I'm just going crazy. I think it's mentally now that I'm seeing shit that might not be there. I'm just trying to figure it out. I've eaten Boston Market ribs, y'all. Y'all see that? Y'all see it? I better not see no legs on these little motherfuckers. It's going to be up like Chuck. Okay? I'm going to be madder than all hell out. I'll get out. I'm trying to convince myself that this is all good. Tell me it's all good, y'all, so I can chill out. Because I ain't going to lie. I want to freak out. Let me see. Hubby can't look. And you know what gave me more clarity? I'm up here eating, and he comes up here and say, "What do you think?" And then my eyes open wide because he didn't even know I was inspecting this. He was down. He's like, what do you think? I said, you too? He said, it don't taste right. I'm like, oh, damn. Okay, y'all gonna help me, though. What y'all say? That's seasoning or char? There's no char because it wasn't on the grill, so that's not char. If that was char, so it would be this. Where's the rest of the char? You know what I mean? I didn't start seeing that shit until I've been into that meat. You see what I'm saying? Like that's. Let me see. Okay, so see if we were talking about this right here, I'm not talking about none of this. I'm talking about what the hell is that? I'm gonna tell you if that's char. That is not char. That is soft. Look at that. Look. Y'all don't see that? Look how soft that is. It's like, but I'm gonna go with y'all saying, y'all say it's char. I don't know what in the holy hell. I should have looked at this goddamn food. Y'all, we got to do better. I blame myself for this shit here. Look at that. Oh, my motherfucking God. I didn't look. I just went and grabbed and started to bite. I ain't never seen no shit like this before. This, if it was on a grill, it would be something different. This meat is soft, y'all. They ribs are not coming from a oh Lordy be. What did I do? I'm gonna be sick to my stomach. Oh my God. Look at this shit right here. They look like it could be charred. But watch. Let me grab it. Where is that? Where it went? That shit is like, it's soft. And it's almost like, I don't even know what that is. Look. Now, I'm not saying this is bugs. I'm just saying that's bad meat. And they covered this shit up and cooked it. It tastes bad. It has a different type of flavor. And it don't taste like no type of meat. And I've eaten all kinds of shit. I've eaten rabbit. Okay. I've eaten alligator. Okay. I've eaten bird. My dad done cooked all kinds of shit. We done ate all kinds of shit. Okay. This tastes like bad meat. Like as if it tastes bad, but they covered it up with the barbecue sauce. Once the sauce is in it, it will be soft. Okay, Wally. All that minus the taste weird or off, I would be wondering myself. Yeah, it has an off taste. But Wally, if you say that is okay, nothing wrong with it, I'm gonna go with it. Anybody who could say bomb, nah, that look like it might be some spices. And y'all know I cook, right? Like I could cook you some ribs that'll fall off the bone. The truth is we should have went and got our own ribs. I should have cooked them in the oven myself. But no, I wanted to be lazy and went and bought this shit here, right? For the price we paid, we could have got a slab of ribs. And I would have slow baked them in the oven. It even have a smell. And this smells bad too. This tastes just like, smell just like cinnamon. This, it's a strong smell of cinnamon. And it has no sugar. All that's missing, if I go take some table sugar and put in here and mix it up real good, I'm quite sure this will taste better. It's almost like they didn't put no. Now they used to be really, really, really sweet, and now it's not. Zero sugar. But minus all that, if it tasting weird, okay, well I'm going with you, Wally. If the meat is tasting like that, I ain't eating the rest of that shit. Okay, it looks bad. The way they even present it is bad. They used to put it in these little containers. For those of you who know Boston Market, they would put, everything would be in its own container, and the ribs would be in its own container. They done skimped out on whatever this is. And then look how much they gave me. That is a lot. So this is 2 helpings. So Boston Market has these meals where you get what you're getting, 2 sides. Yeah, it's the main entree and 2 sides. So I got 2 sides of potatoes because I don't like the green beans, and I don't like those mixed vegetables because I don't really eat mixed vegetables. And I don't like no rice. It just be white rice. That don't make no goddamn sense to nobody. Okay? They ain't got no gravy to go on the rice, just white rice. Okay. I'm from the South, baby. We ain't doing just no white rice. Okay? White rice gotta have something on it. Gravy, sauce, something. Okay? Anyway, I just wanted to ask y'all advice. My grandson almost killed me today. He went into that. And then when I got back home and told him, he was like, I never let him go in there. I said, well, shit, the way he went in there, how we supposed to know? Legally, but somebody here hit me up and they said, Bomb, nah, he was okay. And I believe her, okay? Them big kids was in there throwing that ball hard. Now, I didn't touch the ball to see. But my little 5-year-old grandson, he went in there, y'all, and I couldn't go in there to get his ass out. And then he wouldn't listen. I'm like, Leaky, get from out of there. Look, you said that sound like they turned that location to a South Boston market. If the meat is tasting like that, yeah, I ain't eating it. Anyway, y'all, thank y'all for giving me the advice. I'm not gonna $40. I'm not gonna like if that would have been a bug where it looked like a bug. I saw some feet, some legs. I was taking that shit back. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. But if I can't prove, I don't know why my arm is shaking. Hold up. Okay, yeah, if I can't prove it's a bug, then I'm not gonna accuse them. Wouldn't it be funny if something just started wiggling? Cause I ain't gonna lie, I thought that thing was wiggling. I ain't gonna lie. But I realized it wasn't wiggling, okay? I kept looking at it weird. And I think it was my hands doing this, but it looked like that thing was wiggling at first, okay? Don't eat no bugs, okay? We gotta watch what we eat. If it don't taste right, yeah. Wiley, thank you very much. Wiley gave me some hope. Wiley said, look, it don't look like a bug, but if it don't taste right, just dispose of it, Bob. Okay? He said, what's the sauce? Okay, y'all know you don't see, we see some sauce on top, right? You see the sauce. But you know what I don't see in the sauce? I don't see no onion, no bell pepper, no garlic. Okay, I don't see none of that. And so I'm like, this is not an onion. That's not bell pepper. Not even dried onion. It's not a dried bell pepper. What is it? We know it's not dried garlic. It's not a green onion. It keep looking like it got legs. I just can't get close enough. It don't look exactly flat. It looks like a skeleton of something. You don't see it? Look. It look like you see it? It look like some type of, and every time I get too close, it get out of focus. But then I don't, oh no. Look at that. And then I started seeing, there was an area where I saw dot, and it was inside the meat. And the only way that could be inside that meat is if it was injected. So then I started to think, okay, could it be pepper? And that's too large to be pepper, right? And so I started to try to figure out what could it be. Look at that, y'all. Look. Ugh. I'm tripping. I don't know. It looked like a bug to me. But I'm gonna let it go. Look at that. I'm gonna show you why I thought so. Not so much because I didn't see it until I went inside the meat. Let's see if we can. When I went inside the meat, it wasn't on top of the meat. It's literally inside the membrane of the meat. Let me see. And I was like, oh my God. But it's okay, y'all. Look, it was like when I went inside. So I started thinking, okay, how could that get in the meat if it's seasonings, right? If it's spices and seasoning, the only way is injected. So, but if that was true, I would see like where the injection, I would see like a line of where the injection are, right? Because I inject meat with spices, usually liquid though. So I do be having pepper and stuff in it. I don't know where all that garlic and all that other shit at though. It's good. Thank you, Wiley. I thought it would look bad because I'm trying to get in close enough to see if it got legs. But I'm gonna just go with that it has no legs. And I'm gonna put this shit in the trash. Oops, I cussed. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't think he heard me. But
Look, Mom.
Yeah.
5 backflips.
You backflip? Good game. Good
3
game.
backflips.
Okay. And this crap right here, y'all, this is I'm not gonna say it look bad, okay? It looks like it should look, it just has no sugar in it. I might have to doctor this up. I think I could doctor this up, okay? I don't know though, if I don't trust the meat, then you
I just did a front flip.
What is that? What is that?
What?
Oh, you don't see it, Ricky.
What?
What's that? Now, oh, Lord. I heard that this... Oh, no. I could have sworn I saw something move just now. This is sweet potatoes. What was that I just saw? Wait a minute. I think... Okay. Is that a piece of meat? Maybe that's... What's this? Okay, let me look. That might be a piece of meat. I'm about to trip out. What is that? Did y'all see it? Okay, maybe... Okay, that might be. Maybe, okay, maybe I'll mix that in by accident some kind of way. This is my first time touching these sweet potatoes, okay, on camera. We're going to see. Y'all know, okay, we're going to dig in there. Okay. Y'all hear that? That's a goddamn thing. I put this in a pie shell and doctor it up with some sugar and bake it. What is this? Is crazy, y'all. Sweet potatoes. Okay. See, that's what yam's supposed to be like. You see that right there? See? Look at the bright color. Y'all see it? That's what it should look like. And yes, you have your cinnamon, nutmeg, and all that on top. And that's still what it should look like. And even if it's mashed, it still should look like this. Now, this shit is hard. Look at that. That's hard. Y'all see that shit? Look at it. This hard. Look, I'm not even joking. Look. That's hard. And the rest of this stuff is soft and really mashed up. My sweet potatoes, they still supposed to look yummy, okay? They're not supposed to look. But I'm not going to say they look so bad. They watery. Look at that. That's crazy. Look at that. No, look at that. Why would that be like that? These are supposed to be yams or sweet potatoes. They're not. It really shouldn't be watery like that. Y'all see that? Look how wet that is. Anybody make their sweet potatoes like that? We make candy yams. Candy yams definitely don't look like this. My sweet potatoes, it's just potatoes mashed up with some spices and things. They do not look runny like this. And Boston Market needs to be ashamed of their goddamn self. but look, I'm not. Let me show you. Look, y'all see that liquid right there? I didn't even mix them up. Look, I didn't touch it. Look, I did not mix it up. Look at that. Y'all see it? Oh my goodness. Okay, I can't wait. Let me. Y'all see that? Y'all saw that bubble? Oh my God. Okay, anyway, listen, I'm not going to make a video for Boston Market. I'm going to just say, be careful where you go. If you go to Boston Market, be very careful. I didn't walk in. It's my fault. Hubby walked in. He didn't look. I would have, look, I asked people. I'd be like, first, I don't need to see who in there. Usually in this one is black people, okay? But they don't know how to cook, apparently. And based on how they look, I then look at that food, and then I'll make a decision on if I'm eating there. The only reason I like Boston Market is because you can see them do pretty much everything, right? It's all in front, and you can see them when they put it on your plate and all that thing. That right there, I thought I was exaggerating, but look at all that liquid. That is crazy. What the hell did they put in the sweet potatoes to make them so liquidified like that? With no goddamn sugar. And so if they had sugar, you know how this would look? It would be thicker. That's if they had put sugar. Sugar kind of make it thicker. And it would have had like a candy kind of look, right? But that's how it's supposed to look when you mush them up. No, they're not supposed to look like this when you mash them up. You taking a potato, like a mashed potato. You telling me when you eat mashed potatoes, they have liquid in it like that, babe? Nah, when you take mashed potatoes and mash them up, they dry. You add milk to them. And I've never seen no sweet potato or yams that you add milk to. Now you can add milk. I guess if I've seen people add cream or milk when they're making a pie with them, to cream them up. Okay, but do these look creamy or do they just look wet? So no, a potato or a yam, sweet potato is just like a white potato or arch potato or whatever you want to call it. They dry. You boil it so it could get soft, and you mash it. Okay, if y'all been eating your yams or sweet potatoes looking like this, which I know this is a yam. This is not a sweet potato, right? Sweet potatoes are white. They do have yellow ones, but yams are usually stringy. So it just depends too. Well, let me see. We can see the strings. See the strings in them, which is okay. That's no problem. But I ain't never seen this. Did you ever hear of a sweet potato after the holidays when the sweet potato are in the fridge for like 4 days and they're starting to go and they get watery coming up? Yes. You mean when they're going bad? So we on the same page, Wally. Wally say, look, them some sweet potatoes, honey. Okay. They real sweet potatoes. He said, but they old as shit. Okay, they old. They put them in the fridge. Now I ain't never seen no sweet potatoes do that. Yeah. Just because they're in the refrigerator don't mean they get water. But if they're going bad, they will. I admit they will. Girl, they need a whole lot of things. Anybody ever been to Boston Market? And then they have marshmallows sitting. They usually have marshmallows, which y'all did see. the few little marshmallows. It didn't look like real marshmallow. And it was only a little bit. Usually they make their sweet potatoes like almost like a pie, right? Even though they don't have no crust underneath, they do have a layer of marshmallows at the top. So when they scoop them, you end up with a scoop of sweet potatoes with the marshmallows at the top. Now, I'm going to be honest. I never liked the marshmallows. I never saw a need for them. So I didn't care if I didn't have them or not. Okay? I didn't care if they had them or not. You make your own sweet potatoes, brown skin. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I like Boston Market sweet potatoes. Yeah, aren't they really sweet, Reese? Cause I ain't gonna lie. I like them. They just, as I got older, they were just getting just too sweet, like really, really sweet, but good though, right? I ain't gonna lie. I would still eat them. That's why I got 2 helpings. I got 2. These have no sugar in them though. Not even a drop of sugar. No sugar. None. Ah. Now, you know what this tastes like if I put it in a pie shell, though? Put it in a pie shell and bake it. Then this will be good for a sweet potato pie. Not too sweet. I add a little sugar to it. Mix it up. That might be what I might do because I think I have some dough down there in the freezer. Y'all know I make my own piece of dough, my own pie doughs and everything. I might do that. Okay? I don't think so, though. I ain't gonna lie. That texture can be like pudding when it gets to the end. But yeah, they are, Mom makes hers real sweet. I like sweet potatoes. When you eat them sweet, they're just a little too sweet. But, like I said, I will eat them. Okay, I like sweetness. I'm okay with that. But these are nasty, though. These are nasty. These are plain. Even hubby came up and said, and he's a diabetic. He shouldn't even be eating no sweet stuff. And he won't even eat them. He said, no, they blame. Put some brown sugar, some butter. Yeah, Reese. Your mom know how to cook, girl. That's why. Okay. Mom Dukes know how to cook, girl. Mom Reese know what she doing. That's why. No, you gotta let those ones go. He said, I think I think they may have been getting, they taste bad. Anyway, y'all, thank y'all for coming. Okay. I will go live tomorrow. So I had a whole day and got nothing done. I went to Joann's. Okay. But my grandson came with me. And so that means I didn't really get to shop because he wanted to go to right in the same area where Joann's is the trampoline park. Soon as we got in the parking lot, he's like, Mama, we going to the trampoline park? And I was like, no, we're going to Joann's. Nah, Mama, trampoline park. And I was like, I'm going to Joann's. I asked you, did you want to go to Joann's with me? He was like, my mom. He started talking to his pop. Okay. And pop. He's spoiled by everybody. Okay. He's spoiled by his mom. He's spoiled by his pop. He's spoiled by his daddy a little bit, I guess, and his mom, of course. But Legally told me he was going to Joann's with me. And you know what Legally didn't do? Legally wouldn't get out that car to go in Joann's with me. So now everything gets scratched. Because now I got 2 of them in the car. Now I knew hubby would sit in the car. Okay, hubby would sit in the car. He got 2 phones. He gonna look at YouTube or whatever he want to do. Legally was not supposed to be sitting in no car, though. So Legally made me go. I couldn't shop because Legally wouldn't get out. I'm like, Legally, come on. He like, no, Mom, I'm gonna stay here with Pop, and then we gonna go. You go in, come out, and then we're going to the trampoline park. That's what Legally told me. He said, you go in and come out, Mom, so we could go to trampoline park. So I went in. I was in there for all of maybe 5 minutes because I was looking around. I looked at the line. I said, oh, my God. By the time I pick what I want, get in line, it's going to be at least 30 minutes to an hour. And I said, and the baby is sitting in the car. So what did I do? I walked out. and said, okay, let's go to the trampoline park. And that's what I did. And then Nick went crazy. And what I mean by crazy, he running around this place. I could barely keep up with. Now, it's not fair that I went there because I knew I can't keep up with him. That little boy is, a kid. He runs. I'm not youthful like I used to be, y'all. I got a bad back. Okay. I'm telling hubby, yeah, babe. That's why, look, I was like, yeah, we could go. I said, you could go and jump in there with him. Now, how do I volunteer my husband, who is also in his 50s, to go and jump with the grandson? Hubby looking at me, he don't say, no, I'm old too. I'm the only one who be around here talking about I'm old. Hubby don't never say that. But the truth is we older, okay? I volunteer him. And so then legally said, okay, Mom, I'm going over there. And I said, okay, I can watch it from here. And he went in there. Let me tell you what that boy did me. He's in the one he told me he was going to be in. And I'm standing on the outside looking. And I'm like, go, Legally, go. Legally jumped in them balls. And Legally never came up. I'm looking. So at first I was like, oh, maybe he's laying in there. And I'm looking. And I'm like, wait, his head didn't come up. And then I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, shit. And I'm looking for hubby. Hubby gone because he chased after him. And I'm like, oh, my God, my baby must be at the bottom of the balls. Maybe he hit his head. He knocked out or something. So I go and I'm running. I'm like, Legally. And there's all these kids around and everybody. I'm like, oh, my God, it's my grand. And so then I run over to this guy. I said, my grandson, he might be in them balls. I'm like, my grandson is in them balls. He ain't come back up. And he said, what do we have on? And I tell him what he have on. And he said, no, I don't think he's here. And I'm like, oh, my God. Then I started thinking of his dad. I was like, oh, my son is going to murder me if my grandson is missing. Jesus Christ. So I'm running around. I can't find hubby. I can't find Leaky. I'm like, oh, my God, it's kids everywhere. It's parents everywhere. I'm like, oh, my God, where is Leaky? And then I'm getting angry. I'm in pain. And I'm like the old woman with the purse, right? Even though nobody think I'm old because I'm still not understanding why. I'm walking around and shit in pain and motherfuckers acting like... and I'm running around. Where is my grandson? He missing. I'm like, I'm going to have to call his daddy and tell him somebody took it. Where's my grand... And then I see... I call hubby. Got my phone. I called him. I said, Leaky went in the balls. He missing. He said, no, he's over here. I said, over where? Over where? He says he's over here. And then apparently hubby tall, so he could see me. He said, look to your right. And I said, where? And then so I see hubby, and then he tells me he's over here. And I said, where? Because I need to lay eyes on him. He said he's over there on the trampoline jumping. I'm like freaking out. I'm never taking him there again, okay? I told him. I said, baby, we had fun. I love you. We ain't doing this again. And that was before he went into that dodgeball cage, okay? And then that's when I thought I was going to have a heart attack. Okay? But I know flannel was 60% off. What else I saw? I saw everything else was like 20%. But I saw some pretty stuff. I was like, okay, maybe I would have got some of it. But then I saw 30% on the teams, like the Cowboys, Eagles. If it's a team, they had 30% off that. And what else I saw? Now, the thing about the flannel, though, see, I messed up and bought a lot of flannel when I first started sewing back in 2019 and 2020 because it had a big deal on it where it was $2.99 a yard. The thing is, though, for what I want to make, it's not good. Okay, because flannel ends up having these balls. And so I bought some pretty ones, too. They were really pretty. I even made some pretty dresses and things with it. But yeah, nah. It's not for, that's why they don't really make dresses and suits and stuff with flannel. Even though you can, but people don't usually do it
Mama.
for a reason. What, Big Lee? What you doing?
Car.
You got a good another car? Good boy.
Make sure
You be making that funny face.
Make sure
Yeah, I see. Good boy. Don't be spending no money now.
I'm not gonna spend no money.
Okay, don't be spending no money.
Stop.
That boy got my password. That boy be getting games and shit. And that boy know my password. Okay? He be done bought all kinds of things. You gotta watch him. He like his goddamn daddy. That time he spent $300-something on an Xbox when he was like 12 years old. And his daddy, that's when his daddy whipped his butt. Okay. But if you want to get some, it's good. Platinum is good if depending on what you're making. Okay. I made some hair bonnets. The outside with the flannel, the inside with the silky portion. So I did see some fabrics, but the honest truth is, Reese, you probably get a better deal at Walmart. Okay? If you got a super Walmart that has fabrics, you probably get a better deal there. They just don't have the variety. Some of them do. They don't be knowing what they have. Like, sometimes you can go to Walmart and get a good deal. If they don't have the price on there, girl, whoever cut it, if you can find somebody to cut it for you, they don't be knowing what the price should be. And they'll put anything on there. I'll be like, well, it runs about $5.99. And they'll sell it to me for $5.99 a yard, girl. Listen. Okay. You just gotta get the right people. But Joanne is playing. They playing with my soul. Talk about everything must go. But won't put nothing past 20%. Okay? And it's the people's fault. Okay? Because that place was crowded today. My Joanne's was crowded with a lot of people in line. And I was thinking I wanted to just tell them, oh, put that shit back. I wanted to tell them to put that shit back until these people drop this percentage. Because on a regular Saturday, with a regular sale, they will be getting that stuff for cheaper. They won't let you use no coupons. They won't let you make no deals. And 20% is the minimum. That they always gave, like if you was on a mailing list, every month I got a coupon for 50% off of one item. Right? That was every single month. And then there was always 20% off. And if you spend over a certain amount, they start giving you percentages off. So one time I had like $200 worth of things that I spent like $80 for. And them people trying to rip us off. And people need to put that shit back. I wanted to yell over the lot. What they call it? The mic. What they call it? The microphone? No. Megaphone, I don't know, whatever that is, right? Where they talk to the whole store, talking about Joanne is about to close. It is now 8:45. I wanted to get on there and say, look, mother, it's 3:30. Put that shit back. Put that shit back until they give us a better deal. Okay? But no, they was in line. Okay? People in your... oh, they smart. See, Lena, they being smart in your area. In my area, you could tell these people aren't even sewing seamstress, or they probably just saw that it was a big sale. They walked in. They don't know pricing of nothing. So they grabbing that shit up. Okay? But they ruining it for those of us who waiting for this shit to go. I'm waiting 30%. I'll do a 30%. 30% on cottons. I'll do that. Right? Because I know once it go 30%, everybody going to be in there. And I'm going to have to go in there. I really prefer to go 40, 50%. I really want to go 70, 80%. Let me tell you, them motherfuckers done raised the prices, y'all. Things that used to be $12.99, they raised it to $16.99. and then giving us the 20% off, which I bet that equals the $12.99 that it used to be. See? And I'm not gonna be had. I know I want 70% too, girl. I want 70, 80. And shit, if they could give it to me free, you know what I mean? But I know damn well when it hit 40%, everybody and their mama going. Okay, because they gonna want the selections. Okay, that cotton in there that used to be on sale, it would go on sale for $4.99. That shit is in there for damn near $12.99. I'm not doing that. It seemed like the website said 85% off and take 20. That's what I thought I saw too. Ain't shit in there, no 80. So they had a sign up saying that it was 50%, up to 50% off. And I walked through that whole store, I didn't see nothing 50% off. They even got the yarn at 20%. I'm like, oh, damn. Look at that. That, whatever that, what's that? That's grossing me out, y'all. I'm going to close this up. Okay, y'all, I'm gone. I went live. I don't even know how I went live. I just hit go live, and I've been here for an hour just to talk about some meat. Now I'm talking about fabrics. I'll see y'all later. If y'all missed so I did a stream the other night. I know some of y'all probably didn't know because I had just finished the stream and then I did another stream. Okay, I was talking about Big J. And then Big J still in his feelings. Big J, stop being in your feelings, baby. Okay? You mad? Don't be mad, baby. I still don't have no problems with you. Okay? I did want to talk though about something. So I'm gonna talk about it tomorrow. Okay? And we'll have a good conversation tomorrow on Sunday. You go to the yarn, they had some, yeah, the yarn area was kind of gone. They did have some though. I don't know the difference between the different yarns, but them people been picking over that yarn. Even before it was 20%. Them people, they said they got a sale going out of business. Them people ran in there and bought all that yarn. I haven't even went over there by the Cricut stuff, like the t-shirt stuff. Because, yeah, I got a lot of Cricut stuff downstairs that I haven't used in like 2 years. Because I kind of don't use my Cricut unless I make an outfit, person want their name on it, then I'll cut it, with my Cricut or something. But okay, see y'all later, y'all. All the cotton yarn is gone though, and the best ones. Yeah, I know some of y'all knit and crochet, which I keep looking. I saw a dress, Reese. It was a turtleneck chain type of dress. Them people crocheted that dress. And they were showing you how to do it too, here on YouTube. And I was like, damn, I had to make myself change from that channel. Because I got to stop, okay? Anything I see, when I want to do it, I will learn to do it, okay? I'll learn to do it. I've never, like I think I told y'all, when I learned how to crochet, I paid somebody to teach me. I was supposed to be making a blanket. I ended up making it like, it may have been like 20 rows and pretty long enough to be a blanket, right? But she taught me how to do it. And then I started it on my own, and I got to 20 rows, and I put that piece down. I never picked any of that yarn, crochet hook, none of that shit up again. I still got it. I have a whole bag of things that I had like 30-something years ago in a bag. Okay? It's in storage with my goddamn sewing machine that hubby would never go get. But that dress was so pretty. I was like, she said I DIY everything. I know. Look, I had to change, because I was like, oh shit. Let me watch and let me go buy this, that, and the third. Before you know it, I went to Joann's or somewhere and bought all that stuff again. And I probably would have, make the dress, but then I wouldn't use this stuff again. And hubby is getting tired. Y'all, my room is a mess right now, okay? That's why I'm not painting this thing up. My sewing area over there is it's not nice right now. So I had said I was gonna clean it up. And then what happens is, it's hard to keep things clean when you're actively working. And then you're putting this here and that there and this here and that there. I'll be watching people sew online, and I had to ask a few people. I was like, hey, they was like, you got any questions? I say, hey, how do you keep your area so clean? You know what they told me? All of them. They said, oh, it looks clean, but if we pan it down, they said if we pan the camera down, it's not gonna be so neat and tidy. I was like, damn, no wonder. Cause I sew something, I set it to the side. So the other part, I'm reaching, and then the next day I'm cutting and sewing something else until it looks the way it look right now. Yeah, they be having one corner clean. Girl, I ain't even got one corner clean today. Okay. I ain't gonna lie. All last week, I don't know. I may have sewed one thing and cut some things together. But I had said last week or this week past, right, that I was going to just get everything in order. I said no sewing until I get everything in order. And then I didn't get anything in order. I was over there with Sharon and y'all, having fun on here. But I'm going to get it done this weekend, tomorrow. Look, I'm a little embarrassed, y'all. I'm a little embarrassed. Okay? And then I'm in the midst of starting my garden. So my bedroom got a little bit of garden things up here. And then my sewing stuff up here. And then, yeah. I gotta start the garden. Okay, I'm gonna see y'all later, y'all. Hey, Sapase. That food is nasty, Sapase, okay? Just know that it's terrible. We voted for me not to eat the rest of it. I voted on this already. I was thinking about maybe I could do something with this, but you know what, I'm gonna go eat some cereal, baby. I'm gonna go get me some Frosted Flakes or some no, that's not Frosted Flake. I think Fruit Loops. I'm gonna eat me some Fruit Loops for dinner. Okay. Don't act like y'all never ate no Fruit Loops for dinner, okay? I'm going to eat some Fruit Loops dinner, and I'll put on some beans for dinner tomorrow in the crock pot, okay? Crock pot, we're going to mix some red beans and rice, or I'm not sure we have red beans or white beans, but I'm going to put them in the crock pot, and then I'm going to eat me some Fruit Loops. He said never too late for him. I know that's right, okay? My mom be complaining too. I be nervous when he come in and look worse than before. I know. Oh, you say your man. I'm sorry, your man. Girl, me too. Hobby be coming in. Look, he be stepping over shit. And I look at his face to see his reaction. I be like, oh. I look at his face for his reaction, and he don't do nothing. He just step over it and keep it going. I guess he said it. She already know what's going on. I ain't even got to mention.
The iPad's not even charging.
It's not charging? Okay. Mama about to get off here. She gonna take care of it, okay? I don't know. Lick here. I may. It depends on him. I see you, man. What that is on your tongue? You got something right on your tongue. Is that? Yeah. Oh, that's popcorn? Oh, okay. Bye, Lick. Okay. I may go live later, but Brownie may be live, or I'm not sure. Brownie, you going live if you still here?
That's chicken nugget.
That's chicken nugget? Okay. I'm so glad. I asked Leek that he wants some ribs, and Leek was the smart one. He said no. He looked at me like no. Didn't you tell me that?
Yes.
He said yes. I'm so glad I ain't give my grandson that goddamn food. Okay, if I get sick tomorrow, we'll know what it is. I know we ain't got nothing to do, but I Leek could keep running in and out, you know. So I ain't gonna be able to, unless y'all gonna come up on the panel now. Y'all. Anyway, I think about it. What time is it? I may go live, y'all. But you know the kids, like, look, Lena said the kids know better. He looked at that food and he said no. And he liked ribs. Neatly like ribs. And he looked at it and said no. You gonna come up, Rissy? See what she doing me, y'all? She gonna tell me she gonna come on up. Okay, look. If I don't come up in like, what time is it? It's not 9 yet. It's like 8:30, 8:40 maybe. Yeah, 8:40. Let me go find something to eat and see what he gonna do. I may go live, okay? I'm not promising though, okay? I don't want to promise you, because then you'll think that I stood you up, okay? Now, if we got a couple of you say y'all coming up, y'all know I can start a live and let y'all take the controls, okay? I don't have no problem doing nothing like that. But the grandson is here and he coming in and out. The iPad is dead. If it wasn't dead, I wouldn't have to worry about him. But I gotta charge it for him. Bye. Bye. Stop. I say, okay, I'm gonna run to Joanne's in the meantime. Okay, you go to Joanne's and let me know what y'all got going on at y'all sale later. Okay. I'll talk to y'all later. I'm gone. Bye bye.